wonder how long we can be silent before someone notices we're not there. And I was just gonna sit there silently, but you know. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to Side Tussle, everyone's favorite neighborhood side tussling program on Hyper Delivery. I am Riss. This is Museus. How are you doing, Museus?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I woke up feeling very tired, so I slept until noon, and I'm still tired.
It's a tired day for you.
Yeah. Well, it's all the allergies that I'm getting.
Interesting.
God, you are the worst. Anyway, let's just get this over with. Welcome. Let's welcome our gamers today. This is a battle for 9th place. We about a week ago we did HD2 qualifiers. It was a great 24 hours. We had a lot of really cool times, and we had a lot of great racers. Unfortunately, not everyone can make it, so Side Tussle is kind of so Side Tussle is kind of a prelude to what we're hoping to be able to do, which is more of a like a lower bracket where you don't have to have a 45-minute all 3 sacks time in order to qualify. Those details have yet to be dealt with, but hopefully this is a little something that we can put forward in that sort of fashion. And with us are the 9th and 10th place runners, Bright01 and Trash Lapras. And if you think I know which is which, how's it going, guys?
Don't we sound different?
A little bit, right?
That's what I thought.
Or maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know what Rist is talking about. If it was Trash Lapras versus Lapis, it would be one thing, but like Bright and Lapras are like two very different people.
Or like Blight and Lapis.
Okay, listen, I
We still
can't
need to do
read
that duel match.
God. Anyway. You guys are competing for absolutely nothing of value, aside from the bragging rights of being, I guess, better than the person you raced. So the stakes could not be lower.
Ninth place in a Timbo Run tournament.
Yeah.
We're fighting over scraps here.
Yeah, or some might say you're fighting for the privilege of being, well, I guess whoever wins or loses, you will both still not have to race in HD2. So, you know, you get to sit back and relax and watch this weekend. All right, so do you guys have your 4 weapons aspects?
Oh yeah, I do.
Yep.
Do you want to go first, or do you want to go first?
Why don't we go alphabetically? Trash, you go first.
Cool.
Wait, what?
Perfect sense.
We're going top down, from Z to A, obviously.
Okay. I'll also go alphabetically with my weapons then. I'm going to be bringing Zagreus Spear, Poseidon Sword, Hestia Rail, and the Shield of Chaos.
All right. And Bright, what will you ban in alphabetical order, please?
In alphabetical order, I will ban the Shield of Chaos.
Yeah.
All right.
Heck.
And Bright, what are your aspects?
Well, I think if we're going alphabetically, I think it's going to be Poseidon Sword. Zagreus Spear. The Shield of Chaos, Aspect of Chaos, and Hestia.
Interesting.
All right. Trash, what are you going to ban? I have a sneaking suspicion that there was some pre-game collusion.
What? No.
Okay.
But there's only one good weapon there. So I guess I gotta ban Chaos.
I meant to collude. I meant to collude, but I accidentally DM'd Lapis.
That's a valid mistake to make.
Blight.
Perfectly
and
understandable.
Lapras in turn accidentally PM'd Blightning. So there was no communication.
None whatsoever.
Right.
Awesome. All right. Well, I don't think there's anything else to mention. So let's make sure your mirrors are all set up. You guys know the procedures for your starting boon. Randomize the seed, roll for your filter, and oh god,
It's taking a long time. Oh,
Are you ready?
nope.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Hold on.
and will you prefer?
I'm gonna make my splits a little smaller.
Nice.
Okay, there we go.
Got to get that stream production going. And will you prefer a audio countdown or a text countdown?
I'll take a text.
Does it work if I do an audio one and then deafen right after? Is that fine?
Yes.
And we hit begin escape on 0.
Well, Museus would do the countdown.
Yeah, and I say go. I don't say 0.
All right.
I'm hopping out.
With that.
All right,
Oh, is
everyone's
everyone
ready.
with that?
All right, I'll give the text countdown, and Museus, you can
All right,
also give the word countdown.
then we'll start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Do you want to say it, or will I?
And they're off.
With perfect Museus energy. So at the start of this, or I shouldn't say at the start of this, before we began, Bright asked me an ominous question. He asked both of us an ominous question, which is, how familiar are you with Zag Spear technology? And obviously, this is why. It appears as they have both chosen to do this stuff. I'm assuming that you're not terribly familiar with this kind of build either, Museus.
No, I try to pretend that Zag Spear doesn't exist. It's been my least favorite aspect since probably Nighty Night.
Yeah, although I've actually found it kind of enjoyable to play just because it does make the special feel a little bit smoother.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see if it goes at all well for them. I don't think that Lapras was able to get a special chaos out of their Chamber 1 chaos.
Yeah, I didn't
but
see one of those either.
it doesn't look like Bright got one either. I think he had to settle for Dash Strike, which still isn't bad, but like
It's clearly not what they're after. I mean, obviously they're looking to beef up their special. We do not have any real advantage to pressing the attack button here, aside from, I guess, just having nothing else to do.
right.
And that's the best I can really say. I imagine they're probably going to go for like maybe Heart Rend. I think one of them has Battle Rage, right? Is it Bright that I saw with Battle Rage?
I don't remember seeing Battle Rage, but maybe I
Okay,
just
maybe I'm
missed
seeing
it.
things.
I know that Bright just picked up an Aries and got Urge to Kill, but
Well, that's going to help his special damage just a little bit. And I guess we have some insight into the build already. Bright chose a Aphrodite over an Athena, so this is what he wants, and it appears as though if he gets especially lucky, he will find Heartrend, which he is primed to use.
right. I'm still, I guess Heartrend is going to be fine with the big chunky crits, but like I'm kind of curious how the damage stacks up to Deadly Reversal. I guess there's no innate crit chance on Zag Spear, so it's not as beneficial as something like
there's the
There's
Heartrend.
Heartrend.
I guess we'll
So-
find out, right? And honestly, the real juice is going to come hopefully in Elysium, where I'm pretty sure they're looking for Charge Skewer as well. You can get Charge Skewer in an Exploding Launcher, right?
I think so. I feel like I remember hearing that the prereqs are kind of weird on that. I think that you might need one before the other,
Really?
but I might just be imagining things.
Well, hopefully we'll all learn something today, and Brain is confirming that it works both ways. So,
Okay.
Assuming they are correct, which I have no reason to believe they aren't, should be good. We're also seeing something I don't think I've ever seen ever on a non-Hades spear spear, which is both players have been charging up their special or charging up their attacks rather for that juicy spin attack. I don't know
Yeah,
if there's merit to that, but
I don't know. Spin attacks are always one of those things where like it does a lot of damage, and like you always like are tempted to use it because of how much damage it can do in one hit, but like it never really feels like it's the right choice.
just because it's so much time doing nothing. Although, I mean, if it's between waves, it seems to make sense. Also, there's a slight splits difference. I mean, and by slight, I mean Bright's splits are 40 seconds behind Trash's. I don't know what happened there. I mean, I don't expect perfect synchronicity, but that's pretty far off. So
If I had to guess,
hopefully,
right only uses the auto splitter, and because the auto splitter is currently broken, just forgot to start his splits.
okay, that's fair enough, I guess. And you know what? That is a 3 minute and 9 second Tartarus exit, um, IGT, which I think translates to a little bit slower than the 4 minutes that his splits read. So we're just going to take this as largely accurate uh, for what's visually on screen, as
Yeah.
opposed to dealing with the timer.
Yeah, and I mean, Lapras is only 4 seconds, 5 seconds behind if you
Yeah,
go
Bright started a
based
little bit
on
sooner,
stream
right?
delay. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, fair enough. Well, in any case, so Bright is as behind as he appears to be, which is, yeah, I guess a couple chambers, which translates to around a minute or so, I guess, depending on what those chambers are. But I will say his build looks like it's set up to be a little bit better just because he does have something on the attack. He does have palms in the special, and he does have Heart Rend, which he is set up to use quite well. So,
right. There is also that one level of rarity on the special, although Lapras was able to just pick up a rare special speed from Hermes, it looks,
ooh.
which is going to give them quite the damage boost.
It's got to be fun at least. Like exploding launcher is probably the only good thing on Zag Spear, and I feel like this was for no, this was for Hades Spear during Hermes Cup 2. But I know I did a lot of testing with a bunch of other hammers, and including like Vicious Skewer and what's the bouncing one, Shane Skewer. None of those felt good. So this is probably the only one that works super well.
Right. I guess second hammer they could also be looking for a flurry jab if they want to cave
Yeah, Flurry Jab
and
is open.
I don't know, succumb to the meta. But for now we
What?
have Dash on Lapras's side. Unfortunately, either wasn't offered the attack or decided that they would prefer to have the dash. Cannot afford the Artemis pickup for the Heart Rend there.
Should have found more pots. I will say Trash Lapras's build, I'll take back a little bit of what I said. Even though Bright does appear to have some greater like large number hits, Trash Lapras does have rather, I believe they have Hunter's Mark. I think that was yeah, they do have Hunter's Mark, which is going to make the room clear a lot better.
Yeah.
They just need to crit once, and the special has 20% crit chance, I believe. So just need to get one of those to crit, and they'll just be trading around the mark. And I saw a dual boon for Bright, but I cannot figure out
It has to be
which one it
smoldering,
is.
right?
Is it? Need to enhance.
Yeah, it is smoldering air.
Yeah. Actually,
Which-
both these builds look pretty all right.
Yeah, it's pretty solid overall for both of them. The special speed looks fun, I have to admit. I'm not, again, I hate Zag Spear, but like just chucking exploding spears at the speed of light does sound pretty enjoyable.
Well, you hate Zag Spear in the same way most people, I imagine, hate playing Achilles, and what they really love is Flurry Jab.
No, it just feels boring. You just poke things. And like the special without exploding launcher is just kind of,
It does
I
feel
don't
kind
know.
of floppy.
I don't know. It's just not as like enjoyable as the other aspects to me. But with exploding launcher, I could see myself enjoying the aspect.
Yeah, especially with that increased attack special speed that Trash Lapras has. And if we find exploding launcher, charge skewer, I should see some pretty big boss numbers, and hopefully we'll see something. Oh no!
All of
Okay,
the spin hammers for
all the spin
Lapras.
hammers. All right, so that's one down. Hopefully we'll see something a little bit better for Bright, because I actually do want to see Charge Skewer combined with Exploding Launcher. It's been a long time, but as I said, it seems fun to throw charged exploding. Basically, he's just throwing rockets.
Yeah. Bright did get another chaos offered. Unfortunately, was not offered a special boon out of it. Once again, having to settle for an attack boon instead. So it might be worth it at some point to use the attack instead of the special. Now that he has all of these chaos damages on top of an epic Aphrodite attack.
Well, he's still doing the Guan Yu sort of flurry jab.
Ooh, there's
Right.
flurry.
Speaking of which,
Giving in.
I mean, might as well, I guess. But he's still been using the like the standard sort of Guan Yu combo where you throw out a special and then you throw in a couple dash attacks, and he kind of has to in order to activate Heart Rend anyway. So this is not that huge a change in play style. He is kind of using both.
Rolling away the +1 dash, settling for second wind.
I kind of would have taken the +1 dash maybe, unless he's looking for special speed as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought for a second that I saw hyper sprint, but maybe not. Might have been rolling for rarity as well.
Ooh, that's a bold move. Was that Bright's first Hermes, or was that his second one?
I'm starting to think that it was the first Hermes.
Okay, fair enough. He's probably on the hunt for a rush delivery, or if not, he just wanted rarity, or I don't know. Who knows what Bright's thinking? Bright actually isn't that far behind though. Whatever time he didn't have earlier on, he's definitely made up for a little bit.
Yeah,
I think they in the same chamber. Yeah, they are in the same chamber now.
I saw a patty offered, but I don't remember which side got the patty. So it might have been that Bright made up a little bit of time with that patty, or it might be that the build is just so much better for Elysium that Lapras's patty didn't matter. But you could see Asterius just melting right now between the beefed up flurry jab attack,
smoldering air, and the Heart Rend.
Yeah, there's just a lot of damage happening right now.
I would have liked to see his mirror before we started, but I forgot to ask. So we are into a 3-3 fountain. God damn!
Finally putting palm in that attack.
Might as well, I guess. I will say I was a little bit surprised to see that Bright and Trash kind of started their Chamber 32s at the same time. Bright had the Minotaur and Trash had just a room, and they ended at roughly the same time, which I mean, I guess it makes sense because the Minotaur does take a bit of time, but I never really conceptualized them like as the same amount of time or similar amount of time as a regular room.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, I think Siegel said that Asterius cutscene is like 14 seconds on its own. Like just counting the intro, like walk in and then the like pause.
Walk out.
Yeah, the walk out. It's like you're wasting a lot of time on that. Whereas the butterfly ball is just kind of walk in and it gets erased, which is why we decided to get rid of butterfly ball and just go entirely Asterius for hyper delivery too, just to have like a little bit of actual play required to have a good
little bit of
boss
actual
time.
gameplay.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, if they had been both the same thing, I think it would have been fine as well, as long as that disparity. Because, I mean, I don't want to say it's as bad, but like, just thinking about 14 seconds worth of time
Yeah.
just wasted, it does smack of barge.
They still
They
have
are?
pretty
Yeah.
similar damage though.
Selling Urge to Kill. Why do you sell Urge to Kill? Oh, he's looking for Death Defiance. Nice. All right, Bright thinking with his safe mind.
Yeah. The more Death Defiance is the better. Anything to avoid a 30-second penalty.
I'm not going to say that a 30-second penalty is as bad as getting DQ'd, but I feel like there's equal there's similar shame.
Yeah.
So you
If
want to
anything,
avoid
it's
that.
more shameful to eat a penalty box because you just kind of have to sit there and
You have to
watch
wait
everything
around.
move around. That's one of the things that I like. When I was making it, you can't actually like stop the game. If you stop the game, there's like a whole lot of weird graphical bugs and glitches that show up. So what you do is just slow everything down to 1% speed. So you get to like watch everything in slow motion around you for 30 seconds.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll find some of that here. The mod does give us a force 3 sack, so we'll be seeing at least, well, I mean, we will be seeing 3 tunnels, and hopefully we'll be seeing some good mini bosses. The snake stone is twice as likely, right? Since we replaced the tiny vermin with snake stone, correct? Is
It's
that how that works?
So I'm not really positive how the room generation for sticks works. I'm pretty sure that each of the tiles is equally likely. And then within that, you have, if you roll the tiny vermin tile, you have a 50-50 shot at snakestone or tiny vermin, which really means that you're half as likely to see tiny vermin as any other mini boss. But now I believe all it means is that snakestone is as likely as the other mini bosses. If that made any
Gotcha.
sense at all.
I can probably make some sense of it. I do want to point out that Bright visited a sell well and sold his Hunter Dash. I'm not totally sure why, but I guess we'll find out.
Maybe he was looking for Blade Dash there. Blade Dash would have been pretty fun.
Could be. When I first saw it, my theory was that maybe he'd entered a Athena room. He was just looking, I don't know, for a defensive dash or something. But not even.
Yeah.
Not even.
Yeah, my guess would be it's just a meme. He wanted Blade Dash.
Yeah, I wanted to please use it. I mean, that would have made you happy, I assume.
Yeah. It would have been a great swap out Hunter's Dash because Hunter's Dash doesn't do anything anymore, especially when he already has like plus 100% damage from Chaos alone.
I mean, it's not like it makes it do nothing. It just means that it has something else to do it alongside.
Well, it ends up being what, like a 20% damage boost, maybe? You're going from somewhere around plus 200% damage between the Afro attack and the Chaos boons to plus 250%.
I guess proportionally that's fair. Trash Lapras picked up some Smoldering Air from the Six shop, and Bright got +2 dashes from Hermes. And this is actually a little bit closer than I expected.
Yeah, they're entering the Hades fight about the same time, especially considering the stream delay between them. It might be exactly the same time.
Yeah, very, very similar in any case. I'm not sure who I give the edge to because I've never seen this build in action. So it's anybody's guess.
Yeah, I mean, you have special speed on one side. I don't believe that Bright was able to find special speed, but Bright does have Heart Rend, and I can't remember whether Lapras was able to pick up Heart Rend.
I wasn't able to catch that either. But past that, they just picked up Smoldering Air. They have Exploding Launcher. Trash Lapras does not have Flurry Jab, which I feel might give Bright some advantage, but I don't know. I have no idea. It's also possible that Bright would be doing a little bit more damage if he'd kept the
The Hunter's Dash.
the Hunter's Dash. since he is dash attacking, at least a little bit.
Yeah. Lapras getting a pretty unfortunate darkness there. Right at the end of the first phase. Now about half a phase behind, which I think that Bright is moving through this fight a little bit faster, but I mean, they're critting for roughly the same amount. There is a 646 on Lapras's side. Bright has given up the specials altogether and has settled for Flurry Jab, so I don't know what his crits were like.
It's really difficult to say if that's the correct choice, although neither of them, I think, found exactly what they were looking for, which was Charge Skewer. Then the special would actually be good. It's kind of crazy how you have to get 2 hammers to do what Guan Yu does with 1.
Right.
And better at that.
All right, so now we're going to be moving on to, I assume, Poseidon for both of them?
I guess.
I don't remember. I can't think of like what the mirror changes would be between these. It looks like we're going for Hestia next.
Yeah,
I guess just
Hestia.
leave Stygian on.
Doing some last minute. I love seeing those last minute menu changes. I think Tunis did one in his latest 3 weapons world record, which was amusing for me to watch as well. But I'd never do it.
Yeah, I mean, for a long time I had to rebind controls in between every run because I would run Beowulf and Hera and Eris, which I want reload on left bumper, and then I need cast on left bumper for Hera, and then I need like some way to rebind those between them. But then I just got the a rebindable controller, so I could like make the profiles for it, which saved so much time. So Hades is pay to win confirmed.
It is pay to win. If you're rich, hey, guess what? You can win anything. Trash Lapras did end up running into a dash attack damage bonus from Chaos, so that's going to be going for them pretty soon. I think Bright's going to roll here, yeah. Ooh,
Is he going to take it?
Oh no, he's rolling over it. Okay, actually that's still good. The purple attack is quite nice. I don't know. I feel like Bright could have stomached 3 rooms of a few extra enemies. Like this early in Tartarus, it's got to be okay.
I don't know. It's fine if it's something like those rooms, the room with the hands. Like getting hands is fine. You can one shot each of the hands and like there's no issues. But like
Yeah.
say you get a room of unarmored witches or unarmored numbskulls, like you're going to be really overkilling every enemy, and it's going to just take forever to actually get through it.
Yeah,
but, like,
that's true.
Being the enemy types that Bright has gotten, I don't think that a Morpho's Curse would have been the worst thing in the world.
I definitely think he could have dealt with it, but it's always a risk, right? You're literally paying time for extra damage. But you know, that extra damage can come in handy, and he also paid 2 rerolls for it, which I'm not too keen on. Oh, purple greater haste and a natural Artemis from the bag.
Incredible.
Nice. I think that's exactly what he wanted.
Was that a 1200 crit with a common Artie attack?
Well, it's common, but remember, he also does have that purple chaos attack bonus going, so you know, he's chunking, right?
Yeah, it's even more than I expected.
Oh, ricochet fire. That's what he wants. I don't know anything about Hestia. The best part about being here today is that I know nothing about any of these weapons, except for like secondhand knowledge. Seagull did tell me that that is exactly what you want. Although Trash does have, looks like Rocket Bomb, so you know, I imagine cluster rockets are still quite good on Hestia, even if you're not getting that 75% damage buff.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way that, what, like 70 base damage on 5
80 base
rockets?
damage.
Yeah, but then doesn't cluster remove a percentage of it?
Yeah, but I mean, it removes it by 30, but you have to remember it's, wait.
Oh, that's also modifier, I think. Cluster
Yeah, it's a
doesn't affect base
modifier.
damage,
It's
right?
not like an over. Yeah, it's not like an overall 30% damage less. It's just, yeah, 30% damage less. Oh, one-shotting a Meg phase. Woo! Oh my god. All right, Bright. If Bright was only ambiguously ahead earlier, he's definitely ahead now.
Let's see.
Being
Settling for
one boss fight
the
ahead.
Aphrodite attack. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that.
I don't
There's
know enough to agree or disagree. That's +3 dashes though.
Yeah, with Poseidon Dash is going to be pretty nice. The issue that I always have with Afro attack is like it's big modifier, but like the crits are just so much damage. Like
Yeah,
you
the crits,
really
the
want
hunter's
crit
mark,
chance.
like all that stuff. I'm actually a little bit surprised that Bright didn't take Artemis Keepsake still. It's possible this is, I mean, it's almost certain that this is just a lack of Hestia experience for me, but I feel like getting something like Hunter's Mark or maybe even like Hunter's, I guess you can't get Hunter's Dash, or even like Battle Rage would be really good to pick up, but I guess he
Yeah, I'm
doesn't
not
care
sure.
about it.
It could be that the pool is full. I don't know if Bright has seen a fourth god yet. I know that there's at least Ares in the pool. So it might be that he's willing to just take the coin purse and any of those gods that he sees he's fine with. Because like you want your attack, you want your dash. From Poseidon now you could have hydraulic might. From Artemis you could get your hunter's mark. And from Ares you could get your battle rage or urge to
Mhm.
kill even. So like it might just be that he's like he doesn't care what he gets at this point as long as he can buy the boon and get the buff from it.
Yeah, could be. Certainly true. Trash Lapras did take Artemis Keepsake. Oh, Rush Delivery. So we have what, Epic Greater Delivery, sort of?
Yep.
Half Epic Greater Delivery, so it's still 20% increased damage.
The
Oh, we're going to
zero
see a Zero Cycle! Woo! Sorry. I got excited there for a moment. Good job, Bright. Fantastic.
just taking the wave pounding.
And you might as well, I guess. Oh, but yeah, Trash has Artemis Keepsake. I haven't actually noticed if they've found a boon yet. I'm assuming it's for the special though. Maybe banking on getting cluster rockets, making some use of that. Oh, Brett getting the 22 skip. Bright's killing it today.
Yeah, but at the same time, Lapras is only a chamber behind.
It's true. All they need is one free room, and they're good to go. And there's the special that they were looking for. I'm 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 wondering if maybe Trash should have sold their attack or something to try to get the Artemis attack. But I guess they're valuing the special just as much and sort of going with what they've got for the attack. I've Again, this is an experience thing. Like maybe this is the right way to go since they do have the attack or since they do have rocket bomb. But I just don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same boat of just never playing Hestia. So like intuitively, it makes sense that with Rocket Bomb, you can use your power shot to apply weak, and then you can use your rocket while the reload is happening. So
Ooh, that's
that
true.
say we get Heart Rend, you'll have a chunky crit after your chunky attack. And you can just keep kind of cycling between the two of them.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that makes a lot of sense. We'll see if that's the direction they're going. I don't know what you force in Elysium. Maybe they force Aphrodite, or maybe they just take Hades' Keepsake. I don't know. Well, we'll find out.
Yeah, you can see the learning phase is going down pretty quickly, though. Each of the heads takes 2 shots to kill, with the rocket, it seems, finishing up the armor after the first shot.
Mm. Definitely making use of all their resources, but again, they're a good 30 seconds or so behind. I wish that the timers were a little bit more even so that we could see. But it was also funny because Bright did warn us that he is completely lost without his auto splitter, which is broken on this patch, by the way. Thank you, Supergiant Games. Oh, it's Hazard Bomb. Woo!
Bright
Right, we
pointing
get to do
out
some
in
battle
chat
gameplay.
that he did forget that Mark exists. So
Forgot about Mark. Okay, so this just goes to show, and this is something that usually happens when we're doing like a deep analysis of like players who are like, oh, you know, maybe they were thinking this, but they're banking on this, and like we're describing all this like 5 million dimensional chess gaming, but when you actually ask them to their face, the answer is usually, oh, I forgot about that. I guess I could have gone for that. Yeah, I probably should have actually. No, you're right.
there's the blue hydraulic might though.
Yes.
So even bigger attacks at the start of the fight. That is so much damage.
Yeah, that's, oh my god, that's so big. If only you had something on the special though. I would like to see some crits. Delta chamber from Trash. So they did not
Looking like
find what
an
they were
Eris
looking
build.
for. I know. Well, I mean, this doesn't exactly look like an Eris build. This is no Eris build I'd want to play, but it's sure.
Ooh, taking the Mark over the purple special. It's the right choice,
Yeah.
I think, but it's
Is
a
it?
sad one that you have to make.
I wonder if that's the right choice though. Maybe having something on the special, since it's so big, like is correct there over the Hunter's Mark.
So the way that I look at it, your Hunter's Mark proc is instant. Like as soon as your damage is applied, the enemy near it will get Hunter's Mark. So if you have Ricochet Fire and a group of enemies, you can just chain down the line with crits.
Yeah, but if you have a critting Hazard Bomb, there are no enemies left for the Hunter's Mark to pass to, right? You have to worry about that.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. If the enemies are all dead, then there's no real reason to have Ricochet Fire.
Well, Ricochet Fire or Hunter's Mark. The biggest consideration, I guess, is probably the heroes fight. And we should also point out that Bright did end up picking up a nice little room 30. I think it was 32 patty. So
Yeah, I don't know if you
further
noticed
solidifying the
that.
lead.
Bright just threw out a hazard bomb and then used Poseidon Dash to corral the enemies into the hazard bomb,
Oh,
which
nice
is
moves. Oh, but a fountain for Trash. Big.
Yeah, this is gonna bring them up to the same. They'll be in the same chamber at the same time, but Bright is currently on the last wave, whereas Lapras
Yeah,
is
he's
just
about
starting.
to close it out. I will say Hestia is kind of exciting to watch, especially
There
as
it
someone
is.
who, nice, especially as someone who doesn't play, any Hestia, because you get to see hammers that you just don't get to see at any other point in time. When do you see Hazard Bomb used unironically? It's here and nowhere else.
Able to pick up the special boon for the hazard bomb though. We'll see how much damage this does. It's doing a lot of damage.
Their health is going away. Oh my god, dude.
DC is not coming out of phase though.
Well, he's probably scared. I mean, I would be.
Let's see Lapras's heroes fight. Not quite the damage that Bright has, but still going pretty smoothly. DC is phased a lot faster for Lapras, so that'll speed the fight up a little bit.
Yeah, that'll help him. It's still pretty close. Although, I mean, I wasn't quite sure what to make of their last builds in comparison to their damage, but I feel more confident in saying that Bright probably has an edge with Hazard Bomb.
Yeah, I don't. The thing that I am expecting to happen, I'm not positive, but I think Lapras has Breaking Wave and multiple dashes.
Oh,
whereas Hazard Bomb takes forever to land. So
that's
like
true.
I think 6 tunnels Lapras will have the edge on, but like the actual like boss damage itself, I think Bright definitely has an edge on him.
Is Hazard Bomb the meme of Rails?
Could
One
be.
thing that I think Trash will have a little bit easier time with that Bright was, I don't know if struggling is the right word, but the small rat room, having to hold down the attack button, maybe Delta Chamber will help there. Small victories.
Yeah. You could see there Lapras is making up some time already on sticks. Looks like it's only 2 chambers behind Bright.
Mm. Yeah, and only some slight mini boss difference can easily close the gap. But again, I think even if they enter Hades at the same time, there's a better than there's at least a decent chance that that Bright will take the lead on pure damage alone. Just one of those special bomb crits is almost sure to phase. And he is maintaining his sticks lead, so at the very least they're keeping pace.
Right.
Do they both have Poseidon Sword as their next weapon?
Yep. Same lineup for both of them.
God, I wonder what the builds are. If they're going to do the the same sort of
Ooh.
Hunting Blades.
Hunting Blades picked up for Bright. Missed Meg for Lapras. Side Hustle picked up in the side Tussle.
That's appropriate. Even if Bright loses, I feel like that's worth at least a little bit. But yeah, I wonder if they'll end up taking like the Zeus cast variant, or if they'll end up going for the Athena cast variant for Poseidon Sword.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I really like Athena cast on Poseidon Sword, especially if you could just like get any sort of Zeus and get lightning phalanx, and then you just have chunkier Zeus cast.
Yeah, I like it a lot too. It's just one of those things where I just noticed that Bright took Ares' keepsake into sticks. So good on you, Bright. Good job, buddy.
Maybe it was for Vicious Cycle. I'm glad that he ended up with Hunting Blades though.
And Trash Lapras entering in almost exactly one whole Hades phase behind. Not to be confused with Hit Dice.
Right.
He's 3 Hit Dice behind.
Both of the runners are pretty safe.
Yeah, there's it doesn't look like we're gonna get any penalty boxes. Although I will say, Poseidon Sword is quite dangerous, so maybe we'll see one then. I know that Bright's been doing a lot of high heat lately, so if there's anyone who's in a safe playing mindset, it's got to be Bright.
Right, but like maybe it'll work against him. He'll be like, "Look, I've been playing high heat this whole time. I can easily handle 12 heat." And then all of a sudden just gets hit by like 6 chariots and a purple moving arrow. Last phase of Hades going down pretty quick between Zeus Call and chunky rocket crits.
Yeah, both the fights were pretty impressive. I want to say Bright's was a little bit faster, but again, he entered a little bit earlier as well. So it's a little bit hard. Oh no, Mom Pop. Oh no, what? What?
I guess we will just find out at some point. Oh, are we doing it?
Oh no. Okay, he takes the attack.
Disappointing.
Interesting. All right, so we're going for a Merciful End build, I see. Very smart move from Bright, disregarding the weapon entirely.
I miss when people would just
take Slicing Shot.
Take Slicing Shot.
Maybe this one. Right. Well, if he finds the Zeus cast, he'll be well on his way to having a real build. Oh, there it is. Nice. Oh, avoiding the Artemis, that makes me wonder if he's actually banking a little bit on like finding a natural Athena and picking up something good. Meanwhile, Trash Lapras has gone an equally disastrous route where they've picked up Trippy Fog. So I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else Bright. I don't know what else Bright can do at this point. Like, you pick up Ares attack, you have to go for Merciful End. I don't know what. Oh, there it is. The cast replacement to actually make a usable weapon for Lapras.
Oh, nice! I didn't miss that. Okay, I mean, this is still Crush Shot, which I guess I've never really used Crush Shot. Actually, no, I've tried Crush Shot a little bit on cast weapons, but it feels okay. I don't know. It
I mean,
works.
it's best on Poseidon, I would guess, outside of
It's
like
got to be
Haribo. But
because
like,
you can dislodge.
right, you can dislodge. You're already melee because you're a sword, so like, there's not much downside to it.
This game is really trying to force a Poseidon build on Bright. We'll see if he's having any of it.
Let's see if Lapras could get the call.
Oh, he takes it.
Rolling once, rolling twice, no call. Would have been
I'm
great
not
to
sure
have a
about that
smaller
roll.
here.
Feels like
Yeah,
an
I feel
aggressive
like
roll for something like that. I'm not sure.
there's the Athena that Bright wants, but on Lapras's screen. So.
Gave it to the wrong person. I feel like maybe you should have taken that one though. Parting shot, might not be bad on a weapon like this on a cast like this.
Yeah,
At
I
least
mean,
opening it up.
I'm a big fan of Parting Shot all the time. Like, just I think they're both running Fiery Presence, which makes Parting Shot a little bit less useful. But like, just having the extra backstab,
Yeah.
is just good overall, in my opinion.
And I wish I could say I can anticipate exactly what Bright is going to do next with this build, but I don't know. I don't know what's next for him. It's possible he forces Artemis, sort of going back on the decision he made earlier to refuse Artemis. Or maybe he sells the dash and goes for Athena. These are all possibilities.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Dash Strike picked up for Lapras though, and then a free Chamber 11, giving them a little
Only
bit of
Chamber
kick out.
11 though.
Yeah. They do have a lot more damage than Bright does, though. Their casts were
There's the
doing
Athena.
like,
He's going to the well. Oh god. Okay.
yeah, I mean, they don't. Bright doesn't really need to sell or dash until he gets Merciful End, right? And the chances of him getting Merciful End by the end of Asphodel aren't the best.
They're not the worst. Okay. They're not the best, but they're not the worst. No, we can put it that way. He'll have a full boon pool by the time he picks up Athena, and hopefully he finds it before the mini boss in the shop. And he's got 5 rerolls left. He has the ability to find what he wants.
Yeah, I mean, look at this fight from Lapras though. 450 damage casts.
When they're close enough to hit.
Right.
This is fast though. This will absolutely do better boss damage than whatever it is Bright has going for him.
Yeah. Rolling away 108 special damage,
Ooh.
settling for 44 special damage.
These have been some really hard chaos gates for these players. I've seen a lot of just lingering on the chaos options, and seeing what they end up taking, I don't necessarily envy them.
Right.
Like I think Lapras took a cast damage, as in takes damage on casts, curse earlier on in Tartarus, and that was agonized over for a little bit right before the Sisyphus room.
Yeah. Picking up
Chaos Gate.
Yeah, picking up an X. Also picking up Hyper Sprint over Flurry Cast, which is the, I believe, correct move. You just always want the...
That seems right.
You always want the chance of Hyper Delivery, but like, when you're running Zeus Cast, Greater Recall is one of my favorite boons to see, just because Zeus Cast goes everywhere. And
It
not
gets
having
super
to figure
far
out,
away.
Yeah, not having to figure out where it went off to is quite a time save. Let's see if Lapras takes this extra cast. Nah, just rolling it away and punished for it.
Oh,
Although Eurydice here.
Yeah, very fortunate. We're going to see at least a couple deaths out of Lapras.
Yeah, I'm a little sad that Bright I believe Bright took trap damage for more gold, but they were offered trap damage for first strike damage. Zeus cast with like fiery presence on it
Yeah.
is pretty solid.
Not that the fiery presence actually applies to the cast, but the damage
Chaos
on
Boon
damage
does.
falls. Yeah, the chaos boon does absolutely. And Bright has stuck his casts into Lurny. A very classic mistake, I would say. I will say on the note of turning down flurry casts for hyper sprint, I think it's especially right here for Bright since he's obviously not going into his casts. So making his sort of P shooter casts P shoot faster may not be the best investment. Getting the
Right.
worst heads as well. On what is that? 8 health, 9 health, not much health.
0 health
There he
now.
goes.
There's one natural death defiance left before the infinity D.
I can hear the glee in your voice, Museus, and trust me,
I'm
that's
looking
not
forward
easy.
to it.
And as I said, sword is one of the most dangerous weapons, and I think we're kind of seeing that shake out here. You know, they both have very low health. Bright is missing 2 death defiances, and Lapras is missing 1. So
Lapras had such a rough decision there. There was double strike and billowing strength both offered rare. Ended up rolling it away, but luckily got the epic double strike offered again.
picking up World Splitter, hovering Curse Slash for just a moment. And we did see Bright opening the sell well once again. I think he was still kind of banking on maybe selling his dash for Merciful End possibility. But he ended up taking a Charon's Keepsake so that he could extend the Braid of Atlas a little bit longer.
Yeah. Lapras is one full boss fight behind, is cleaning up these heads pretty quickly. Did not get the cast stuck into Lurny's head. So,
yep. And a little bit smarter than before. Oh, get him out! Dying! He does take damage whenever he specials, so it's going to be
not the
this might be a
safest
bit of a
fight.
rough. Yeah, not super safe. Then again, it hasn't been really safe for either of them. We'll see if Trash Lapras can get out of this without losing a Death Defiance. Looks like they'll be fine.
Ooh.
Maybe. Is what I would say if he weren't this low health. Okay, never mind. Is exactly what I meant to say.
The 16 damage from those blue heads really catches you off guard. You expect to, like, avoid the damage.
Bright took Patty.
Damn. Missing mid shop. That's another
Well-
chance at Merciful End that was not taken.
Well, most unfortunately, he takes Patty, which means that his Death Defiances are refilled, which reduces the chances of penalty boxes.
Yeah. For Big Toby in chat, this is just a show match. It's the 9th place match for Hyper Delivery 2. The actual Hyper Delivery tournament will be started Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh, you know what? For these side events, maybe we should yell at production to make that a little bit more obvious in the iconography, considering that this does say Hyper Delivery on it. But that's for another day. Yeah, it's for another day. And unfortunately, I think even though Trash Lapras's cast is doing more damage, I think Bright just has more options when it comes to dealing damage. Like the splash dash is obviously better than the what do we find?
Bray got a Chaos Present box.
Nice. Oh, and it's gonna be nice and late in Elysium too. It's if this should be a Chamber 34 skip just based off of the position of the rooms. So that's nice. Bright has found a lot of Lights of Ixians in these.
I feel like
in these
Bright
battles.
already has 3 Chaos Spoons this run.
He's been a little bit blessed by chaos, not gonna lie.
That was also a really fast Asterius fight, considering there's no like single target damage.
Yeah, as I said, he just has a lot of sources of damage. I've also been kind of enjoying. I need to revisit just putting Doom on things.
Ooh.
Oh, and a Chamber 33 skip. But this means that the Chaos 34 the Chamber 34 Chaos is actually not going to hit. So this is actually, I think this is actually slower. Like this fountain is actually slower than what he
Yep.
originally had going for him.
Fountain was
So
unlucky there.
it was unlucky to find that fountain. Rare to see, but it's nice to point out when we actually find it.
It's the same thing that happened to Medic, right? During ESA, he had a Chaos. It was kind of swapped. Medic had
I don't remember this.
he had a Chaos Curse going into the end of Asphodel, and it was like
Oh
it
yeah,
was like a lower HP or like more damage taken or
no,
something.
it was damage per. It was damage when you attack. So he was losing HP all the time and then died to Lerny, right?
Right, and because he got
Because
a
he got the
fountain
free
for
roam.
22, he didn't get the curse resolved before the Lerny
Yep.
fight.
You'll have to see it. It's a real monkey's paw sort of deal where, it's what we complain about, it's what we wish for, but sometimes the game just doesn't give it to us.
Yeah. Bright is now finishing up the heroes fight while Lapras is only finishing up 32. That's going to be quite the gap to try to make up. I'm not sure what could happen.
I'm not sure if that's going to happen anymore. I mean, if Bright still had to deal with only having one Death Defiance, Trash Lapras would probably still have a chance, which is kind of what I was hoping for. But unfortunately, that Patty kind of just brought Bright back into the lap of safety. So, short of something absolutely disastrous happening, I don't think there's any way Lapras is going to make it.
I mean, Bright does only have what, like 85 max health? It's not exactly like home free yet, 90 max health. And he did pass up the Acorn keepsake to keep on the hourglass.
Okay, it is true. 90 max health is not a lot of maximum health. It has to be said. Oh God, Trash Lapras getting a Chamber 34 unarmored swordsman with. This is the other thing about Afrocast. It has no range, it has no reach. Trash Lapras is dying too. it's all a disaster.
Yeah, well, this is rough for Lapras.
Yeah, no reach, no AoE. I mean, to be fair, both of these players asked for it by starting Mom Pom, so I have no sympathy for them.
Bright's still at full health, going into the last room of the first tunnel of sticks. Significantly safer than the rest of the run has been for him. Lapras having a little trouble deciding between the shop and the heart at the end there. Gets both food and heart to make up for it, though.
Hell yeah. Maximum safety. Trash does have a better health pool than Bright. It is actually quite feasible that Bright dies. We'll see how safely he chooses to play it. We do know that Bright is watching and listening to the stream due to the fact that he's chimed in chat a few times. So it's possible that saying this has got him on his guard, or he just doesn't care. I don't know. There's no way of knowing. I can't wait to see how he plays the dad fight. Maybe we'll get to see a penalty box in any case. If not from him, then maybe from Lapras, because Lapras has more health, but they only have 1 DD left.
Yeah, unfortunately, Bright only losing 5 health there. Looks like it's going to be down to the Hades fight to throw him in the penalty box.
There are some comments in chat about the size of chat. I just want to point out. Remember when Timbo was trying to adjust the size of our Discord icons, and he made them really small? He was like, "Can you guys see that?" Like, no, I don't have a microscope with me. I don't know what Timbo thinks the human eye is capable of seeing, but
right. I have the stream up on a 55-inch TV right now, and I'm still struggling to reach chat. Finally gets Merciful End. Unfortunately, no dash for the Timbo, what are you doing? No dash for the fast proc.
Timbo trying to resize things on the fly. That's where the excitement is here now, guys. This is the content.
Oh, but
I
back to
hope
Bright.
that, yeah.
There's only 90 max health is like what? A boiling blood spin from death?
Boiling blood spin is 80 damage. So
With the
you know,
skull to apply boiling blood.
I don't know. He does also have hyper sprint, so that adds a little bit of safety. The sturdy can't really be understated as a defensive option. Yeah, okay. Bright's doing a lot of damage here. I don't know if he's necessarily in danger of dying.
The greater call.
I'm killing Hades right before the wave hits up. I think he has Vengeful Mood as well. He does have Vengeful Mood, so he actually has extra safety. Also doing what I was hoping he would do, which is a little bit of Merciful End tech, where he's just attacking and then pressing the special button to activate Merciful End.
Damn, Hades is really just giving him the win here.
Yeah, I know, right? Not enough spins.
He did the pot move into the circle laser. Like, it was just free damage for Bright. So that'll be a 55-ish time, I believe, after the...
Something like that. He's about 40 seconds behind Trash. So, yeah, 55-ish. Fortunately, we don't need to retime anything because this is a pretty definitive win for Bright.
Yeah. Looks like Lapras is on the last tunnel, though, if I had to guess. Yep, there's the sack.
So we'll get to enjoy the last Hades fight for the day, and if we're especially Splitting Bolt.
Splitting Bolt with double strike is great.
Woo! And yeah, I was gonna say if we're lucky, maybe we'll see a penalty box after all. We'll see how generous Trash is.
Yeah, we'll see. The Lapras has so much damage between double strike, smoldering air, splitting bolt, Zeus call, and the like pretty chunky Afrocast.
Again, getting Afrocast off does require you to stand still a fair bit, so that's always like a bit of heightened danger.
Yeah, does have Acorn on though.
Yes, they do have Acorn. God damn it! I just want to see a penalty box. I want to see my penalty boxes. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. So, let's see what we're looking at here. Probably a 50, like a high 57-minute time. We are seeing some nice world splitter action going on here. Boonless world splitter, I might add. So,
yeah. What was that? That spin did 16 damage.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on there too.
Like, there's weak. There might be more potent weak.
They do have sturdy.
That's true.
Yeah, they're taking really well reduced damage, so they should be fine here. Casting in the wrong direction. Just a bit of BM for Hades, I think. Bumping themselves into the into the easy bake oven. Not so good.
That was one tick away from getting a DD lost, putting us into penalty box territory.
Oh, all right. We're not gonna get it though. Just gonna go ahead, chop him to death. Closing it out. Thank God. It's over.
All right, well, congratulations, Bright01, on winning the side tussle and coming in 9th place.
You win absolutely nothing. I don't think he's unmuted himself yet, though. So, see, I think I see Trash unmuting themselves. Trash, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Yeah. Yeah. Good. I guess. I'm assuming I lost.
You did not win.
I did not win. Okay.
We especially enjoyed the repeated chops on Hades at the end.
Awesome.
I think you got slightly worse luck in the Poseidon run. Bright left Tartarus with what looked like a real build, and you left Tartarus with Afrocast and Istral Dash.
Yep. Best dash.
And it didn't really ever get better from there.
That's tough.
I was just like trying to play Hera, but it's a little different on Poseidon.
They got Chop.
Big Chop was fun. It made it worth it, I guess.
Yeah, the boonless chop was perhaps the most entertaining part of that run.
Did you shackle?
Nah, I was gonna die.
Yeah, both of you were looking pretty risky there. The patty for you, Bright, probably saved you from the penalty box.
I don't know about that. No, we'll never know. We'll never know. That's all I'll say. I don't know. I thought I was gonna do an ME build, and then the game just kept giving me good boons, and I was like,
yeah, we saw you turning down the Artemis in Tartarus. I like, yeah, he's just pushing for Merciful End now that the game has just handed him this Ares.
Give me like a big title dash, and then it palmed it, and I was like, well, what am I gonna do now? And then I like couldn't sell it at all, so I was like, I don't really know what to do.
And Trash Lapras is like, oh, poor you, you found a good build. Complain more.
All I'm saying, Bright, is that you were offered a slicing shot and then immediately a natural Artemis, and you could have gone Hunting Blade Poseidon Sword.
Wow.
I didn't think of that connection.
That is correct, but I don't know. Have you done slicing shot Poseidon Sword?
Yeah.
There is no excuse, Bright. Just
great. It's 50% better.
50% better than slicing shot. That's almost a real cast if you run. Did you like my Hera build?
You played Hera?
Or not Hera, sorry, Hestia.
Okay, I was wondering where this was going.
It was Hazard Bomb, Ricochet Fire with Artie
Blades.
Attack,
Natural Artie, Hunting Blades.
I literally
must be nice.
I turned my brain
Delta
off.
Chamber.
Yeah, I saw the Delta. I saw that screen. It's tough. You didn't think about the spread fire at all?
I did think about it, but I'm like a Delta stan, so I have to.
That makes sense.
Yeah, well, I brought up Trash's last run with Poseidon because up until then, you guys were pretty much neck and neck. It was surprisingly close, despite the disparity in builds that I kept insisting was there. But it turns out I know nothing about these weapons, so
yeah, that's.
I don't think anybody does.
Does anybody include you guys, or
yeah,
is
definitely.
that just okay? Fair enough. I did like, Bright, that when I expressed puzzlement over the fact that you did not take Artemis into Asphodel for Hunter's Mark, you did type in chat, "Lol, I forgot about Mark."
Lol, I forgot about Mark. Yeah,
or something like that. That's how I read it.
That Hestia run, like I forgot that like Heartrend is good, right? Like I just like forgot that was part of the build. So I didn't force Aphrodite. I forgot that like Hunter's Mark is pretty good, so like I didn't force Artemis. And I just took like coin purse and turned my brain off. I don't know. I got like epic attack chaos, and after that I was like, I have my build.
Well, in any case, you won. Trash, is there any part of the run that was your favorite that you'd like to highlight real quick? Or was it all just disaster upon disaster? I wish I could.
Mistral Dash is nice to look at least.
It is.
It's very pretty.
You guys talk about the Zag Spear run for a moment, because that's probably where I was most lost. Just in terms of what you guys were looking for. I guess it was pretty straightforward because it's a special build, but
yeah. So the strength of Zag Spear special is like you can like, I don't know, if you can like get something from chaos, it's pretty nice. I just like found nothing from Chaos and didn't get Charge Skewer, so I had to do some weird like damage control type stuff with Flurry Jab.
Yeah, I mean, you're saying damage control, but you did get an attack chaos and a dash strike chaos and like a purple afro attack before
It's not-
picking up
it's
flurry
not-
jab.
Yeah, it's not that good.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
kind of nice.
It's not that good.
Wait, Bright, why
I would've
did you
preferred
sell
both.
your epic Artie dash in sticks?
Because I wanted to get Blade Dash.
Okay.
I don't have like a good explanation. I just wanted to get Blade Dash.
Blade Dash was fun.
Yeah.
Also, I think with every question we ask you, Bright, trash is getting madder and madder. You sold what? You did what? You forced what?
My Hestia had kind of a build, I guess, but the others were a little rough.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was unfortunate that you didn't end up getting cluster rockets. That I was hoping for.
Yeah, but you got Cluster Delta, right?
Yeah, Cluster Delta is next thing.
I got Rocket Delta.
Rocket Delta.
Oh yeah, that one.
Not the bad one.
Close enough.
Cluster Stinky. All right. Well, if this were a normal event, this is where I would again sort of announce the winner, which I already did, I guess. But then I would also explain what you've won, which is nothing. So, congratulations for competing,
Yes.
and one of you winning. This was indeed an event that happened, and hopefully more like it are to come. This weekend is the actual hyper delivery race between everyone who qualified in the top 8 during the qualifiers last week. So be sure to tune into that. If you're not followed, hit the follow button, all that stuff.
Rist, have you already shilled for DragonSquad eSports?
I was about to do that. I literally clicked the notepad thing up. Okay, everyone, in case you don't know, DragonSquad Esports is an esport organization based out of Cincinnati, Ohio, and in Northern Kentucky. They run online Smash events if you're into that. They run a singles Smash Ultimate bi-weekly called Coronal, a doubles Smash Ultimate bi-weekly called Double Dragon, and an annual Smash Ultimate singles and doubles called Curb Stomped. They also do charity events called the Movement, which is a Black Lives Matter charity event, and a Show Your Pride charity event for the LGBT plus community. God fucking damn it. Any subs and donation money they receive through Twitch and YouTube will go straight to the prize pot for the events. And type in Bang GoFundMe for the donation link if you care to contribute to any future hyper delivery pots, commentator pay, and artist pay. And that's it. That's all I've got. Are we going to raid someone or what?
I don't know if anybody's live to raid.
The Dancing Grad is online. That's all I see.
Either way, thank you, Bright.
He's the only one that I can see online. I don't know if anyone has anyone else, but he's doing some rowo. I put their name in the hyper delivery chat, and you should be able to get there.
Yep.
Woo! Yeah, they can't hear you. I'm just talking to no one.
All right.
Cool. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Bright and Lapras, for coming and doing the 9th place match.
Of course,
Tussle.
pleasure.
Yeah, thanks. That was fun.
It's nothing.